If there was one ability that completely differentiated me from all of my peers and everyone in my surroundings, it was the ability that I liked to read, that I liked to think, that I liked to overanalyze everything that I wanted to. Every single skill that I wanted to get better at, I would spend hours on it, looking at it, appreciating the details, like literally remembering the most random fun facts that you can ever imagine. Like, did you know that Nintendo, yeah, the big video game company, originally started as just selling card games? Crazy, right? And now look at them. They're a multi-million dollar company, even though they sell bullshit that hooks you to dopamine and other stuff like this. But yeah, that is a topic for another video. But you understand. I still remember these little fun facts from back in the day. From back when I was just watching random YouTube videos, not even having a point, not even having a sense of purpose of what I wanted to learn. What I knew was that I just liked to learn about stuff in general. I wanted to know more fun facts, more conversation openers, more topics that I can talk about. And driving all of this and giving me all of this motivation to continue forwards was this authentic feeling inside of me. And this is what I call my purpose in life. And so, what is my purpose on this earth? I'm not really sure right now, even though I have knew it for the past year and I've been acting upon it ever since. Basically, refining the skill over and over again and being so good at it that I can pump out videos like these on a day-to-day basis with no difficulty whatsoever. Then I'm still not sure, but I definitely know it is something related to teaching and towards outputting that knowledge in any kind of way. And when I say a teacher, I don't mean like a high school professor. Not because they don't have financial, location, and time freedom, but because I like coaching one on one. I prefer to teach people through the master and the apprentice mindset, not through the entire class mindset, like where you have 30 people in a single class and they get all of their energies get mixed up and they start making fun of each other, they start talking in the class and everything just falls apart. Now, yeah, I know that people are different, and if you teach high quality people in a single class, then of course they will shut up and listen to you. But yeah, especially not in my country. Like when I look at my current generation that I live in right now, and especially when I look at the younger generations, yeah, it is just not for me. I don't want to waste 5 years in high school for just to teach those kinds of degenerates. But teaching like this through YouTube, it is actually way better. And especially when I get to talk to you guys one on one, when I get to talk to us in our Discord clan, it is truly a incredible experience. And this is exactly what I've been feeling my entire life. Ever since I learned one of these little fun facts, even if it was something insignificant like birch trees are the capital trees of Russia, for example, then I would be so happy and I would be so hyped that I would immediately tell it to someone. Whenever I would learn a cool space fact, like for example, the closest star to us is Proxima Centauri, which is like 4.2 light years away, which is like billions upon trillions of kilometers away from us. Like the inner sense of passion inside of me that would light up would just completely spark. The dopamine hit would arrive, and oh boy, I was off on my way to immediately tell it to someone. Because that was my way of remembering those facts and of mastering them better. I would immediately tell it to someone, and it would get incorporated with a memory inside of my head so that I would remember it even better. Now, learning the knowledge and teaching it are different things. When I learn it, I usually get my sources of knowledge from quality sources like books and long form educational videos, but when it comes to actually teaching the knowledge in the first place and giving it to someone else, oh boy, the flow state task that I'm in, yeah, it is just so fulfilling for me that I literally forget about all of my problems, about what I'm gonna do today, about what challenges I may face today. It completely makes me mindful, and and when you also combine it with the delayed gratification of people telling you and saying to you nice things in the comment sections and in real life, and actually getting positive feedback, it puts you into this feedback loop where you just don't want to stop. And that is exactly what you want to get into with this kind of activity of yours. Because what I've been talking about right now through this entire video was about my purpose in life. Your purpose in life is an authentic activity that is completely yours. It is your superpower. It is your place in this world. It is something that you can literally use to help in the marketplace. It is something that when you can master, it will bring you closer towards becoming the best version of yourself. It doesn't have to be teaching like for me. It can be a martial art. It can be playing a musical instrument. It can be speaking another language. It can be truly anything. As long as our creativity allows it, it is yours. When I was finding this purpose of life, of my own, I was looking inwards. I was going away from society. I wasn't listening to the education system, to the social media. And I was just completely thinking about what could it be for me? And it took me weeks to figure it out because my mind was completely clouded with bullshit like social media. And it took me a long time to reflect. But in the end, I came to the conclusion that I have an old soul that likes to become better over time, that likes to learn in general. It all came from my subconscious mind. It all came from my authentic self. It all came from the fact that even when I was younger, even if I was 3 years old, whenever my classmates would be playing with toys, I would be actually reading books. Whenever I came home from kindergarten, I would be basically home all day, just reading books about general knowledge. I still remember the pages of what I was reading back then. It was basically this like old car and this new car, and it had the labels of old and new, and the old one was like rusty, it was falling apart, and the new one was all shiny, it was all washed, and it was so pretty. And it brought me so much joy to learn all of these new terms. And one thing that I learned from long educational videos on YouTube was speaking English. Now, I completely learned English from watching the English side of YouTube, of course. I did not learn it from school. I learned it completely from just listening to the YouTubers yelling at FNAF characters and during the Minecraft Let's Plays and during the Plants vs. Zombies videos. And yeah, those were fun. And then I was over the moon when in kindergarten we would be learning how to count from 1 to 12 in English. And I would be the first one to count to 12 because no one else knew it. What a beautiful memory, right? And this joy of mine of gathering knowledge so that I can teach it to other people because I authentically like becoming better. And I also have a flow state task that is teaching that keeps me completely mindful. And then when I also see success, that my advice works for other people, it just becomes this positive feedback loop that constantly keeps on going. And I just don't want to stop. And now, since I'm a teenager and I like to improve myself as a man, I apply this positive feedback loop to my current lifestyle. So, like doing the good habits like meditation, journaling, gratitude journaling, exercising, becoming better in health, wealth, and relationships, getting better social skills, you understand. And that's why the name of this channel is Timeless Readers Life Advice. Because whenever I get a new life test, whenever I get a new goal, whenever I get some kind of thing that I can learn better, I always make sure to appreciate it towards its finest details. I literally read in between the lines. Whenever a girl gets angry at me, I try to read her emotions as much as possible. I overanalyze it because I like to learn about it. Whenever I feel like my meditation session wasn't as fulfilling as it was yesterday, I completely analyze every single second of it. Whenever I learn a new piece of knowledge from a book, I analyze it and I look at it from so many point of views, from so many different eyeballs that I could look at it, through so many kinds of different souls that could appreciate it and judge it. Not even for the sake of surpassing my competition when it comes to self-improvement, but because I actually authentically like to do it. Whenever I watch an anime, I always like to overanalyze the story and feel it the way the author intended it to. instead of just looking at the memes and, yeah, joining the degenerates in TikTok, I turn to YouTube and look at the long form deep dive videos about different characters and different backgrounds and about the different meanings, and you understand. What I did was I took this delayed gratification, which is this positive feedback loop of mine, and I gave myself the label of being a timeless reader that I live upon to, towards every single day. And I constantly remind myself of it during my journaling sessions at night. I constantly write down every single day a single line, or sometimes even two, of what I've managed to learn today and what I managed to decode through symbolism and through practical analyzation of everyday tasks and through everyday life tests. And lastly, do you think that this is something that I discipline myself to do it every single day? No, I actually like to do it. Like whenever I'm sitting idle in class, for example, that I'm not doing anything, or for example, I'm learning or helping someone with something, but that is just a passive activity that I can do, I always just get carried away by my inner thoughts, by about all the different things that I am thinking about all the different memories, about all the different life tests that are acting upon me today and trying to break me, about all the different goals that I have for the future, about all the different pieces of information that I've gathered. I analyze it as much as possible. It's something that I just do passively and actively on the same time. It is something that I'm even doing right now to record the best video for you so that you can understand it the best possible way. And this is what will make you happier in the long term. Way easier than any of these bullshit like, take these pills and you will be better. No, my friend. What you truly need is to truly find your purpose in life. Something completely authentic for you. Something that brings you into a state of flow. And that will give you this positive feedback loop of you doing it because you actually like it subconsciously. And then having this activity where you can output it the best way possible, like how I do it, because I like to gather information and I like to analyze it as much as possible and then output it through YouTube and then get the delayed gratification from people liking it and buying your stuff, for example, like your courses and other stuff like this. And then you get into a positive feedback loop that gets you going faster and faster. And this is what will make you happier, easier for the long term. No matter what, no matter the consequences, you will always be fulfilled in health, wealth, and relationships. This purpose in life, it can be anything for you. It can be any martial art, it can be a language, it can be a musical instrument, any kind of skill that you can get better at as the days go on, it is yours, my friend. So, this is how you achieve happiness in the long term. If you want to join a community where we discuss our mental health and full of like-minded men who share the same values as you, the same likes and dislikes, the same goals as you, who are becoming the best version of themselves every single day to surpass you in the race of men, but at the same time, they will be like your true blood-bonded brothers, with whom you can talk about any kind of topic and any kind of awkward life story, and they will give you life advice on it like there's no tomorrow. Then you can join our Discord clan in the description. I know that if you're watching videos like these and willing to take action, that you have way more potential than you think you have. So please, join us on the path towards greatness and leave the 99% of people behind. They have nothing on you. But besides that, you can like the video, you can subscribe if you like, join the email list in the description and get yourself a free ebook about mindfulness, comment on which part of the video you liked the most, and which part of the video you will implement into your daily life. Don't forget to join the clan, you're still invited, and become a part of the family. If you want to learn about healthy mindsets that will guarantee success in the long term and in the short term by mending your mental health and bring you on the right path, no matter what, with strong and unbreakable mindsets, then I highly suggest that you should go check out Timeless Readers Mindsets. It is truly something life changing, and you would be a fool to miss out, especially with the discount that is happening right now. There are mindsets that I refine every single day, and you will get a lifetime access to it. So you better grab this asset before it becomes way too valuable. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching this video, and remember, no one is better at being you